Keir Starmer has today been exposed as a liar after a video has surfaced that goes hand in hand with news we received today that there will be an energy price rise. This has led to his own support turning on him. Before we get into it, hit the like and subscribe button and join our fast-growing community. Ofgem has announced the energy price cap will rise by 10% from October 1st in a blow to Britain's finances. The average energy bill for a typical household in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland will jump from £1,568 to £1,717. This hike is more than previously predicted by Cornwall Insights, which forecast the price cap as coming in at £1,714 a year, up from £1,568 currently. The energy price cap is based on a variety of factors, including wholesale energy prices. This is the amount energy suppliers pay for gas and electricity before supplying it to households, with the cap being updated every 3 months. As a result of the pending hike, the average household will now face higher energy bills during the winter months. This winter spokesperson, Fiona Waters, said, "This price hike is yet another blow to the 6.5 million in fuel poverty, who, like every other bill payer in the UK, are still forking out 65% more than they did for their energy than at the start of the crisis." Meanwhile, energy companies have been profiteering, making more than £470 billion since 2020. That shows there is money in the system, but that is going to energy bosses and their shareholders when it needs to go to ordinary people. Today just highlights the government's policies on renewables and energy efficiency are needed to mend this broken system, but we also need help now to get everyone of all ages through the winter ahead. According to the regulator, soaring wholesale energy prices in the international market was the primary contributing factor to price cap going up further. Now listen to this liar, Keir Starmer, in a video speaking about the energy crisis, where he stated Labour has a plan to freeze energy bills, meaning people won't pay a penny more. Roll the clip.
The energy price cap rise has been announced, and that's going to cause real pain for so many households. So many people have said to me, "Look here, I may not be the hardest up, but I'm going to really struggle to pay these energy bills." Small businesses that have said, "Look, the last 2 years have been really tough with COVID, and now we're expected to pay these massive increases." At the same time, oil and gas companies are making enormous profits. And I think everyone can see that's just not right. And that's why the Labour Party has a fully costed plan to freeze energy bills this winter. And we'll pay for that with a windfall tax on those unexpected profits. I understand, I completely understand, why so many people are frustrated at the government that's not doing anything about their energy bills, that's dithering and delaying, just like it did at the beginning of the year. In the end, politics is about choices. And this government is choosing to protect the profits of oil and gas companies, unexpected profits of oil and gas companies, rather than sticking up for and helping hard-working families and struggling businesses. I hope that, just as we did earlier this year, we can force them into a U-turn, because under my leadership, Labour is on the side of working people. And under my leadership, we can have...
It's safe to say, reaction on social media has been mental, and the public, some of which were Labour voters, have called him a dirty, lying, cheating B-word of a man. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, multiple Secret Service agents have been put on leave after being accused of failing to protect Donald Trump during an assassination attempt last month. A number of staff were suspended as the Federal Law Enforcement Agency continues with its internal investigation after the July 13th shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania. Staff who failed to cover the roof where shooter Thomas Matthew Cooks positioned himself before killing 2 attendees have been identified as among those suspended. Secret Service shot the 20-year-old gunman dead after he managed to fire 8 shots at the ex-president and his supporters. Anthony Guglielmi, a spokesman for the Secret Service, stressed the agency's assurance review is progressing, and we are examining the processes, procedures and factors that led to this operational failure. He also claimed that the Secret Service holds our personnel to the highest professional standards, and any identified and substantiated violations of policy will be investigated by the Office of Professional Responsibility for potential disciplinary action. Former Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheetle quit after receiving criticism for her agency's handling of the assassination attempt. The 53-year-old initially refused to resign, claiming she was the best qualified person for the role. However, Cheetle came under fire during her appearance at the House of Representatives Oversight Committee last month and subsequently tendered her resignation. Trump held his first outdoor rally since the assassination attempt on Wednesday. The 45th president spoke behind bulletproof glass in North Carolina at an event focused on national security. Storage containers were stacked around the perimeter to create additional walls and block sightlines. Snipers were positioned on roofs at the venue, where old aircraft were sitting behind the podium, and a large American flag was suspended from cranes. However, Trump left the bulletproof glass cover as he entered the crowd to check on a supporter who fainted in the Tar Heel state. The 45th president will return to the campaign trail later today to shore up support in the swing state of Arizona. Ronald Lee Sivrud was arrested after making death threats against Trump on social media for the past fortnight. Lastly, Donald Trump promised to visit Nigel Farage in Clacton after the Reform UK leader won the seaside seat last month, an ally has claimed. The 45th president might be spending much of his time jetting around key swing states ahead of November 5th, but the only way could be Essex, irrespective of if he returns to the White House. Andy Wigmore, who was named as one of the bad boys of Brexit, told ITV News, "I was there when he made the promise, and Trump is unpredictable, so win or lose November's presidential election. I think he will try." Who knows, but Trump likes the unusual and is very loyal to those who are loyal to him. Farage and Trump formed a close friendship after the 2016 Brexit referendum, with the ex-UKIP leader joining the former president at several rallies. The Clacton MP came under fire last month for attending the Republican National Convention in Wisconsin rather than spending time in the Essex coastal constituency. Responding to the suggestion that Trump could eventually visit Clacton, Farage said, "I've never asked him. He's never promised. This just is not true." What are your thoughts on Keir Starmer being exposed as a liar? Let me know down in the comments. Please hit the like and subscribe button and join our fast-growing community. Take care. Goodbye.